Amanda Bynes, listen, we already know that she's not the same Amanda Bynes that she used to be, right? When we were watching her on the Amanda show, 90s babies, 80s babies, we remember her, right? So bright, so happy, so, or what we thought was happy, right? Before we knew about how difficult it was behind the scenes for child actors, especially on Nickelodeon with Dan Schneider and whatnot. So we already know that, right? I don't want to go on about her appearance or anything like that. She obviously has a lot of mental health problems. And this story is more so about her joining OnlyFans, right? So whenever celebrities or anybody joins OnlyFans, the assumption is typically that they're going to be selling explicit content. However, Amanda Bynes has just announced that she's joining OnlyFans. And if you're a big Amanda Bynes fan, and you've got $50 burning a hole in your pocket in this economy, and you don't want to spend it on explicit content, you can go ahead and spend it DMing with her on OnlyFans. She posted an announcement to her Instagram story with a caption that reads, and I quote, "I'm doing OnlyFans to chat with my fans through DMs. I won't be posting any sleazy content. Excited to join." Listen, I think that there are probably still people who have this deep, deep, deep love for Amanda, to the level where they want to interact with her as much as possible, right? And I still think that there are men who maybe had crushes on her in the past, and they still want to talk to her, like they're super fanboys of her, fangirls and whatnot. So I do actually think that she probably will be able to pull in some money from this, though I feel like the amount of money that she is asking for is rather steep, right? $50 a month for DMs is a lot, right? Like typically when people go on OnlyFans and they ask for money, they're not even asking for $50 a month, and they're putting like everything out there, right? Like you're paying extras to get it sent to you in the DMs. So to have 50 a month as a baseline, that's interesting, because typically on OnlyFans, you pay per message. So does that mean that like that feature is going to be unlocked, and so you just get all these messages, unlimited messages, because you're paying 50 a month? Does that mean that it's actually a savings at the end of the day? I don't know, but one thing I hope is that Amanda Bynes is doing okay. And so I hope that this is a successful thing for her. Anything that helps her do better in life and feel better and find herself in a better place, I am 1000% in support of. And I'm really happy that she's not doing anything explicit, again, because I don't think she's in the right state of mind, right? So the idea that somebody who's not of sound mind engaging in like pornography is very scary, right? And it feels very icky, right? So I'm happy that she's not doing something like that. Shout out to the people who are just joining us. We've got Crystal, Hamlet's Princess, East Awesome. Acacia is here as well. Good morning to y'all. East Awesome, I was about to put out a missing persons report for you, so I'm happy to see you back. East Awesome says, why did it take Drew Sidora 6 episodes to have an honest moment on RHOA? Ralph is an a-hole. Listen, and then she lost it again, because what did she do later on in the episode? She lied about being cousins with Michael Jordan. So she can never be honest for long, right? Drew and Mia, I think Mia might be her real cousin and not Michael Jordan. Malen says, Amanda was my favorite actress when I was young. I loved her so much too. I loved the Amanda Show. I loved Raven Simone. I loved Mary-Kate and Ashley. I loved Lindsay Lohan. And for some reason, I didn't even have Nickelodeon, but I really liked Emma Roberts and her show Unfabulous. Like I would have to and we didn't really have like YouTube at the time. We had like LimeWire and whatnot. So I used to like be like Dexter in the laboratory trying to like find episodes of Unfabulous, because in my gossip magazines, they were so excited about Julia Roberts' niece joining Hollywood. And I didn't even know who Julia Roberts was, but I was like, oh, wow, cool. And so I tried to get into all her content and whatnot. Oh God, memories, memories, memories. I'm really sad to see the way that things turned out for Amanda. And I hope that she finds a really strong community of people there who uplift her more than anything. Ramser says, now that's a woman, former child star. I feel very sorry for. Look at her. And I agree with you. It is just devastating what Hollywood does to these young children. Amanda Bynes, Gary Coleman, Justin Bieber, the list really goes on. I feel like there are more people that I'm not even naming here. there are just so many people who have been destroyed by the Hollywood machine, and it's just devastating. Isn't Corey Feldman one of them as well? Just so many hearts broken, so many, so much innocence lost, and it's really, really devastating to even think about. And I feel sick for all of these people. Oh, we got Ashley, we've got Allie here as well. Hey guys, nice to see y'all. Happy Wednesday. Allie says she wouldn't pay a penny. Listen, me neither. But I do think that she has like at least a little handful of people who are super, super, super fans who are going to be, paying the money. Do I think it's even going to be 100 people? No, most likely not. But I hope that she feels the support from however many people she has over there. And that's what I'm thinking too, Malen. Like, it's a lot of money. I feel like if she were charging less like the other people, and like, again, there are people who are charging less and they're giving you more. Look at this, Luce, right? Denise Richards is only $7. And she's getting nude on there. I don't know if she's going full nude, but she's getting suggestive with it, right? And every time I think about Denise Richards on OnlyFans, I think about Erica from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Who's more profitable on OnlyFans, you or Sammy? The fact that Denise jumped in after her daughter is crazy. I always thought Denise had so much, because I used to watch, I don't know why, there's so many random shows I used to watch. I used to watch all the Tori Spelling shows on the E! Network. I used to watch Denise Richards' reality show, and I didn't even know who this woman was. But they were like, her house was so big and beautiful. She had kids by Charlie Sheen. I was hearing about how much she was making off of child support. Then on top of that, she's got her own career. Like, I'm so shocked that she has to go the OnlyFans route. But listen, apparently she's making $2+ million per month on there, aka over $24 million a year. So on one hand, I kind of get it, but on the other hand, like, why don't these people invest properly? The millions that she's had for decades, you would think that this wouldn't even be something that would cross her mind. But hey, what can I say? And same here, Tadisha. I loved it. All the different segments and everything. And Nickelodeon, they used to have like these websites. Did you guys used to do that too? Like the Disney websites and the Nickelodeon websites? I used to go on those things and play the games or this or that, like for the Amanda Show or for That's So Raven. And I think there were some other shows that I was really into as well on those little websites. Sorry, not me choking on my own spit. Ew. Lucky says, I think she should charge more to be on. More? That's per month. That's not even a one-time interaction. Oh my God. And she's not going nude. She's just talking to people. $50 a month isn't enough. Lucky. You know what? In the spirit of Lucky's comment for you guys, picture your favorite celebrity of all time, right? Of all time, right? Would you pay $50 for unlimited text with them? So I'm thinking, for example, as like a member of the Beehive, would I pay $50 a month for unlimited text with Beyonce? I don't know. I love her so much, but I would be thinking, but here's the thing, like my fave, she's booked and busy, right? So I would be thinking that she's farming it out to someone. And I'm like here thinking I'm talking to her, but I'm talking to an assistant, you know what I mean? And then what do you even talk about with these people since you don't know them? I feel like this, but so I do understand to a certain extent, Lucky, like it's exhausting, right? I imagine for Amanda to be texting with people she doesn't know. I feel like if it's like, a chat room where everybody can have these conversations or whatnot, or like a stream like here where you can like have these conversations and you're talking about specific things. But someone just like randomly messaging you about things you don't even know the person, it's a lot. Maybe she should charge more because that sounds absolutely exhausting. Acacia too is sad about what happened to Amanda. You just know she had trauma in her younger years. Exactly. It is just so damn sad what happens to those children in Hollywood, and the fact that the parents are still pushing these children into it. And not only that, in fact, my friend and I were talking about parents who put their kids on social media and then kind of exploit them in very dirty ways. So my friend was watching the new shout out to Julie. She was watching the new Netflix documentary about like the mom who put her daughter on like YouTube or TikTok or something, and she was like selling the daughter's like panties online and just weird things like that. Like it's crazy what people are willing to sacrifice for like attention or money, so oh God, it makes me so damn sad. And same here, Nikki. I used to only like begrudgingly take a peek at Lizzie McGuire every now and again. And you know what, ironically enough, I would play the Lizzie McGuire video game, or not the video game, but the online game on the internet, despite not really watching the show. And I loved her friend Miranda. But because I was so diehard for Lindsay, I couldn't like Hillary. Hey Hey, YouTube addict, shout out to you in Vegas. That's amazing. I hope you're having a great time over there. What a cool place to live. East Awesome says, I've been going through a security clearance process for a job. They call me in without my cell phone and treat me waste hours of my time. Damn it, I'm sorry. Gosh, that sucks. I'm so sorry to hear that. I really hope that the next one turns out well because, yeah, it really sucks to go through all of that just to find out at the end of the day that they just wasted your time and money. Damn it. Good morning, Gwen. Nice to see you. And I see Patty LaBelle here too. Good morning, Patty. Tadisha says Hilary Duff was also my girl growing up. Lizzie McGuire was my fave Disney Channel show. Other than that, So Raven, it was so popular. Can I ask you guys a question? Between Lizzie McGuire, That's So Raven, and Hannah Montana, because I feel like, especially if you're like me, I'm born in 93. I feel like I was like, prime age for all three of them. Like, what do you think was like the biggest one of all of them? I know that That's a Raven. I believe that it got the most seasons out of all of them. So I think that was the most popular one. I loved it so much. That was my favorite one. But then Hannah Montana was so good too. And again, I couldn't really truly tune into Lizzie McGuire. But I know that Lizzie McGuire had a movie and it was really popular. Hannah Montana, I went to the theaters to watch her movie. My friend gave me free tickets because she worked at the movie theater. Shout out to Siobhan. And then That's So Raven didn't get a damn movie. I was so disappointed about that. And it was so popular. Hey, hold my foot. So nice to see you, boo. Ali says, I used to know all of Amanda's lines for She's the Man. Oh, I wanted to watch that too, but I never got to see that movie. Oh, Lord have mercy. Coconut Cult says $50 is a lot. It truly, truly is. And Lynn Degrassi was so good too. I was obsessed with Degrassi as well. You know what's so funny? Because I tell you guys all the time, I really like Reddit. I'm on like the Reddit thing for Degrassi. Because I'm so nostalgic about it. That was a good show. That was like my first ever telenovela. Such a good show. And, I'm so proud of it as a Canadian. I see that someone else was talking about Crystal was talking about Wizards of Waverly Place. That's another good one too. Though I will say, you know what? I did like it. I did enjoy it. I will say I didn't like it as much as the others. However, I did like it nonetheless. And I thought that one of the guys on there was really good looking. But I think it was David Henry that I thought was really good looking. Tadisha says That's Raven was the biggest. That's what I thought too. But they never gave her own damn movie for That's So Raven. I know she did the Cheetah Girls and whatnot, but I always felt like the show was robbed of the opportunity to have its own film to kind of close things out. But listen, they're back. What is it? Oh yeah, they had the Corey in the house. I love that too, especially the little sister. She was so cute. And then they did, now Raven is back as an adult and whatnot. So you know what? I'm happy that they're still rolling with it.